Hello everyone and welcome back into this new episode of our Minecraft series. As you may be noticing, something changed while you were gone. Uh, I brought back the game on my computer, so offline, because, well, the server on which I was hosting it repeatedly crashed, and after looking at the logs, it was out of memory. So yes, the server was less performing than my laptop. So, stuff changed. I've been working a little bit off camera, but first of all, I think it's duly noted to explain what, with the title I've given to our video. Why take two? Well, maybe you didn't notice last time, but look at what I had all the time here. Okay, now that we got rid of the phantoms, let me explain. So what are we going to do into this episode? Well, we found the cactus, so we can get rid of this. And I want to, well, work on everything that needs cactus. So the cactus farm, update the anti-overflows, and also the zombie chamber, right. And last but not least, I want to cover up the pumpkin and melon farm. Yes, this is going to be a very productive episode. Building related, nothing too crazy. Because, well, the Cactus and Melon Farm has been sitting here, well, looking barren for way too many episodes. So we are going to basically fix up, well, cover everything up with a nice tower. Let's call it like that. What I plan to do here, well, is first of all raise up the walls up to the dirt layer. And after that, we can have the scaffolding here. So, on top of it, I was wondering what to do. And I came up with the idea, we may as well do a little garden. I want to do maybe a strip of path, so stone brick path in the middle. And on the sides, a little bit of an azalea garden, so using the azalea trees, azalea bushes, and also the moss, and all its variations. So it's going to be very simple, but very nice to look at. I already have it in mind. Okay, so we'd better start with the first thing I want to do. That is the cactus farm. Why the cactus farm, you say? Because, well, for updating the whole things we need more cactus, and we don't have any cactus at all. Okay, so I have everything I need. As you can see here is very, very easy to do for the materials, but I wanted to show you something else I've been working on down here, which is I've moved the elevator and I made another one. So now we do no longer need to make the spiral staircase to come down here, but we can just take the elevator up and eventually take the one down. It's not far down, but having to travel each and every time the spiral staircase kept bugging me, because for those who have never worked on a cactus farm, cactus farming is unbelievably simple. You just have to place a sign beside a block above the cactus itself and place down the cactus. That's it. Now, allow me to explain the mechanics. So, once the cactus grows, it tries to fill in this block, so spawns another cactus block on top. But beside here, there's a sign. And cactus have very specific rules on what block can go beside them, other than air. So, for example, they allow rail to go beside the cactus block, but not sign. So the new block gets placed, but it detects the sign itself, and therefore it breaks, and it pops down here. Okay, so we now finally start working on the cover of the pumpkin and melon farm. So for starters, I'm building this border made out of the very same palette we use downstairs for the border of the storage room. So using granite, bricks, terracotta, and polished granite. And this is neat because I need to extend outwards the positioning of the walls, since minecart, where there are walls on the border or on of the rail, minecarts sometimes get stuck and they stop moving. After that, we are now working on, we now raise the wall that is going to fill in the space between the two columns. I first raised the edge columns, and after that I'm starting to raise the wall using the same stone brick themed palette that I've used also for the bottom side, minus maybe the cobblestone and the stone. Here I'm raising the wall, but in the next segment you are going to see that I'm going to remove it almost entirely, because I'm coming with up with the design on the go. I don't have everything exactly planned out, so I'm just going by trial and error as usual. I know it's not not much comfortable maybe for you following a building, but this is how I work usually when building in Minecraft in my worlds. Now we start working on the windows, because I chose to, as I said just a moment ago, I chose to add in these windows using iron bars. So I moved over the perspective in front of the wall itself, so you can better see what I'm working on. So first of all, I dug out the space. I wanted to make this lemon-shaped hole, and I wanted to use the mixture of walls and fence, iron bars, as I did downstairs in the storage room. So I did that. After coming up with the first window, the rest is just a matter of copying and pasting, with a little bit of changing the palette here and there, inserting a mossy stone brick wall instead of a regular stone brick one. Very easy to follow and to do. You can do it on your own. Okay, so quite a while went by. I went ahead and finished up all the 4 walls, and I've also covered in everything. So now we can access very easily our the bottom side of the farm. As you can see here, I've also covered up everything in this way. Nothing, no more we will have items dropping down, and the glowstone is needed because, pumpkins and melons do require light in order to grow. So over here we have a little staircase, and here we have our plot of land ready to be filled in with our garden. But first of all, we have to finish the top part of the walls themselves, and after that we have to put in place the garden. And in the future, I plan on making some sort of staircase. I don't know at the moment. We will see. Okay, so I'll go ahead and prepare everything, gather the materials, and also start building on the border of the tower. Okay, so we first start by filling in the missing dirt around the dirt platform, and after that we just have to level everything. So I level the walls up to the dirt. So I chose to go with chiseled stone and normal stone for this part. After we are done with leveling everything, it's time to work on the border of the garden itself. So meaning the walls around, putting down a nice fence post, and also fixing up the lighting you can see here that I've started with well, placing blocks on the edges and placing down walls, because I had in mind to use this very specific feature that when fence gates are placed aside of on the side of a wall block, they get lowered down. So by putting three fence gates, one next to the other, with walls on the sides, you get this very nice A shape, let's say, this hill in the middle, because the centered one is higher than the other two and gives this nice, very refined fence look. After fixing up the lighting, and also I chose to go with lanterns for lighting, since we now no longer have issues with the iron supply. After that, the last step is putting in the green, and this is a very easy part, at least for me, because I've started by bone milling the moss. I've had one block and I used the bone mill to spread it, as well as to put in the azalea bushes and the flowering azaleas and all the related blocks. After that, it's just I chose just two blocks, two bushes to bone mill, so that in order to get the trees themselves, and then I added in all the pink flowers I had, as well as ferns and some tall grass, and also the pathway blocks. It was fundamental for this garden not to add too much of the same thing, and instead trying to vary it as much as possible with the whole green blocks I had at my disposal. Okay, so welcome back, and here we have it, the finished product. Well, I still have to take away this one. I went also ahead of camera, and I camouflaged the unloading mechanism. Now, for the time being, the rooftop garden is accessible only via this quite intricate pathway through the redstone. But once we add the aforementioned stairway on the outside, it will be much more accessible. Here it is. Well, the grass is still spreading, as you can see, and I'll have to put in some bone meal. But it's quite nice looking. I purposely kept the tone of the flowers in general onto the pink, so we could even call it the pink garden. Because I've used flower petals, I've used pink tulips, lilacs, peonies, the spore blossom, and obviously the azalea, which is much more on the purple side. I would have loved to add in some allium too, but unfortunately at the moment I don't have any. We could go on a flower gathering expedition, where I can build an offshore flower farming platform, so that you can see how flower farming works. But that's for another episode. Okay, so I also forgot to mention previously, well, this is the quick way out, that I've also added in the cactus here in the iron farm. As you can see here, now we have a cactus, and I've also discovered that cactus can stop water, and so flowing water is a valid nearby block. Good to know. So, we barely managed to scrape down a couple of signs from the signboard that is already filled up back again. There is a lot to do, a lot to be done, a lot we have already done, but there are still many projects left. So, in the next episode, I was wondering what to do, and I will I will ask for you. We could go to the Nether and get a hold of finally of a ribcage trim. So I will have to explore, roam around. We could start working with the Enchanter's Tower, because that way we would have a place where to store our enchanters, since I look much forward to enchantments, especially for enchanting tools. We could go down into the mines and explore the mine shaft, or work on the mob spawner I found previously, or we could build the temple. I want to build a temple, start up our religion, and at the start of each episode we shall offer rituals for praying the Minecraft gods for a profuse episode. No, just kidding. But I want to know what you would like me to do. So let me know down in the comments, or well, wherever, on Telegram, Facebook, Instagram. You can tell me your opinion wherever you want. There is the link tree down below, and I'll make sure of adding all the other links just for this time. I thank you very much for following me until this moment, and I will wait for you in the next episode. Bye bye!